And we welcome you to Wichita State University on the campus of the Shockerland, as we are at Tyler Field here for the 86th Annual NBC World Series, powered by Evergy. This is Frank Martinez. I'll be your play-by-play announcer for tonight's game. Tonight's game will feature the visiting team, the Hays, Kansas Larks, versus the home team, the Hutchinson, Kansas Monarchs. Monarchs come in with a record of 2-1, and the Hays, Kansas Larks also come in with a record of 2-1. Here's the starting lineups for today's game. First of all, for the Larks, leading off and playing third base will be number 16, Wyatt Divas. Batting second, the center fielder, number 8, Leo Jeminian. Batting third and DHing will be number 29, Corbin Truslow. Batting fourth and playing shortstop will be number 17, Cam Pearson. Batting fifth and playing second base will be number 30, Brennan Van Brucegan. Batting sixth and playing first base, number 26, Garrett McGowan. Batting seventh and playing right field will be number 33, Dylan Dreiling. Batting eighth and catching will be number 15, Max McGuire. Batting ninth and playing left field will be number 18, Sean Cooper. And pitching for the Hays Larks will be number 5, Ryan Reuter. The head coach for the Larks is Frank Leal, assisted by Keith Harper and Bryce Baumwert. And now here's the starting lineup for the home team, the Hutchinson, Kansas Monarchs. Leading off and playing third base will be number 16, Anthony McKenzie. Batting second, the second baseman, number 15, Jack Sigrez. Batting third and playing left field will be number 19, Tanner White. Batting fourth and playing shortstop, number 9, Dylan Nedved. Batting fifth and playing first base will be number 13, Austin Callahan. Batting sixth and DHing, number 18, Taylor Barber. Batting seventh and catching will be number 12, Scott Wolverton. Batting eighth and playing center field will be number 1, Luke Satori. Batting ninth and playing right field will be number 10, Clayton Chadwick. And pitching for the Monarchs will be number 27, Jake Hamilton. The Hutchinson Monarchs come in with a record of 2-1 here in the World Series, as they lost their first game on Tuesday, 2-0 against Liberal. Liberal, the team that just got eliminated from the Houston, Texas Express, 5-4. And that game ran just a little bit late. So why our game now is scheduled for 9:10. Then they won their second game on Wednesday, 12-1 against the Kansas City All-Stars. And they played yesterday in Hutchinson, as they won that game 5-4 against the Hattiesburg, Mississippi Black Sox. The Hays, Kansas Larks, as I said, came in 2-1. They won their first game 10-0 against the Kansas City All-Stars on Monday. They won their second game 5-3 against the Lone Stars from Texas on Tuesday. And then they had a night off and they played on Thursday. And they lost 2-1 against the Cheney, Kansas Diamond Dogs. So about ready to get started here. Defensively for Hutchinson at first base, we'll have number 13, Callahan. The second baseman, number 15, Sigrez. Shortstop, number 9, Nedved. Third baseman will be number 16, McKenzie. Left fielder, number 19, White. Center fielder, number 1, Satori. Right fielder, number 10, Chadwick. Catcher, number 12, is Wolverton. And pitching will be number 27, Jake Hamilton. Hamilton comes in with a 2-0 record and a 3.25 ERA. Hamilton's a right-handed thrower, from Asher, Oklahoma, 6'4", 205-pounder, where he is a junior out of Wichita State University. First batter he'll be facing will be the third baseman, number 16, Wyatt Divas. And we're ready to play ball. And here's the first pitch. That ball hit hard up the middle. A great diving effort there by the second baseman. Making the stop was Sigrez, but that was out in short center field there. So that means Divas will be on with a base hit. So one pitch and one base hit here for the Hayes Larks. That will bring up the center fielder, number 8, Leo Geminian. He is a right-handed batter. Squares around the bunt, and that one misses low for ball one. As we're just underway, we welcome you all. Once again, my name is Frank Martinez, and I'll be your play-by-play announcer. We hope you enjoy the telecast. No score yet so far, as we're just underway. And here's the pitch. That one is bunted down the first base side. Hamilton will grab it and go to first base to Callahan for out number 1. So we have a sacrifice by Geminian as he moves Divas over to second base. And it is a 1-3 putout sacrifice for the first out. I will bring up the designated hitter, number 29, Corbin Treslow. Treslow will be batting from the left side. He's from Georgetown, Texas. 6'2", 250-pounder. First pitch to Treslow called strike one. That one at 88 miles an hour there by Hamilton. Treslow is a junior out of Fort Hays State. So the count is no balls, one strike now to Treslow with a runner on at second base and one down. Here's the pitch. Swing and the bat goes flying to the first base side. So the count will now go to no balls and two strikes. That one at 88 miles an hour. That bat flew past the first base dugout. The Hayes Larks are wearing white today with blue numbers, blue sleeves, also white pants. The Hutchinson Monarchs have their blue jerseys on with gray pants and gray caps. This is artificial turf here at X Stadium. Now stepping off is Hamilton. His count is no balls and two strikes now to Corbin Treslow. And here's Hamilton's pitch. That one's missing outside for ball one. That one at 87 miles an hour. So the count will now go to 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Treslow. Divas on at second base with one down here in the top half of the first inning. Once again, you're watching the 86th NBC World Series, powered by Evergy. Stepping off is Hamilton. We'd like to welcome all our listeners and those that are watching on YouTube. We hope you enjoy the telecast. That one misses outside as that gets away from the catcher, Wolverton, but not far enough for Divas to advance. Divas stays at second base, and the count will even up now at 2 balls and 2 strikes. There's a hard hit ball into right field. That one's going to be over the head of the right fielder, Chadwick, and that is going to be gone. That is a 2-run home run there by number 8, Leo Dominion. Our correction, designated hitter number 29, Corbin Truslow. Corbin Truslow with a 2-run home run there for the Hayes Larks, as the Larks now take a 2-0 lead over the Hutchinson Monarchs. Boy, that's a pitch I'm sure that Jake Hamilton wishes he had back, as that was a fastball up high, and Truslow turned on it and hit that into the gap there, about 375. It is 330 down the lines here at X Stadium, 375 in the alleys, and 390 dead center. So 2-0 is the score on a 2-run home run by Corbin Truslow. That will bring up the shortstop number 17, Cam Fearson. Ball caught there by the right fielder. So we will now have 2 down here in the top half of the first inning. That will bring up the second baseman, number 30, Brennan Van Brucegan. That one fouled off by Van Brucegan. Van Brucegan hits from the right side. He's from Columbia, Illinois, a 5'11", 190-pounder, where he is a freshman from Central Missouri University. And the catcher got hit there with the ball there on that foul ball, so he's going to the dugout to take a look there by the trainer. That one was fouled off there by Van Brucegan. We are in the top half of the first inning. If you're just now joining us, Divis started off with a base hit on the first pitch. Then with a sacrifice bunt there by Dominion. And then a 2-run home run by the designated hitter, Corbin Truslow. So the score is 2-0 here in the top half of the first. There's the pitch there by Hamilton, 78 miles an hour. That misses inside, so the count will now go to 1 ball and 1 strike. That one hit to the third baseman, McKenzie. McKenzie moves to his left, goes over to Callahan for out number 3. So a 5-3 put out for the third out, but not before the Hayes Larks. They scored 2 runs on 2 hits, no errors, and nobody left on base. At the end of 1 inning play, the score, the Larks 2 and the Hutchinson Monarchs coming to bat. Defensively for the Larks, at first base we'll have McGowan. Second baseman will be number 30, Van Brucegan. Shortstop number 17 is Fearson. At third base will be number 16, Divis. Left fielder will have number 18, Cooper. Center fielder number 8, Dominion. Right fielder number 33, Dreiling. Catching will be number 15, McGuire. And pitching for the Hayes Larks will be number 5, Ryan Reuter. So Ryan Reuter coming in to pitch for the Hayes Larks. And Reuter has played in 8 games, has started 4. He comes in with a 6-1 record, as he has pitched 27 1/3 innings. He has given up 24 hits, 7 runs, 5 earned runs, 4 base on balls, and he has struck out 22. And he has hit 2 batters, and he comes in with a 1.65 ERA. And due up here for the Hutchinson Monarchs will be the third baseman, number 16, Anthony McKenzie. So McKenzie, the first batter, that Reuter will be facing. Kinsey bats from the right-hand side. That fastball there at 88 miles an hour is called strike one. Reuter is a left-handed thrower, and he's ready to go. That one hit to the right-hand side. Van Brucegan will move to his right and scoop it up. Goes over to McGowan for a 4-3 putout and the first out. And we'll bring up the second baseman, number 15, Jack Sigrez. Sigrez will be batting from the right side. He's from Plano, Texas, a 5'11", 183-pounder, a sophomore out of Wichita State University. And here's his first pitch. That one called strike one. And didn't catch the speed on that one. They got rid of it too quick. That one a breaking ball at 67 miles an hour. In there for call strike two. So no 0-2 now to Sigrez. Sigrez just joined this team as he was playing for the Newton Rebels. Swing and a miss there by Sigrez as he goes down swinging for out number two. That is the first strikeout recorded by Ryan Reuter, as we now have two down here in the bottom half of the first. That will bring up the left fielder, number 19, Tanner White. White bats from the left side. He is from El Dorado, Kansas, a 6', 180-pounder, where he is a junior out of Oklahoma Christian University. First pitch is ball one there to White. Two down here now in the bottom half of the first. 2-0 is the score in favor of Hayes. That ball hit right up the middle. Pearson is able to make a stop, but not going to be in time. Great job there by Pearson as he went clear behind second base, almost to the second base side, and made the stop. Got up and fired a strike over to first base, but was not going to be in time as Tanner White records his first hit of the game and the first hit of the game for the Hutchinson Monarchs. That will bring up the shortstop, number 9, Dylan Nedved. There's a hard hit ball into center field. The shortstop backing up and not going to be able to get to it. Going to third base is White. Great hustle there by Tanner White there as he ends up at third base. The shortstop Pearson was heading towards center field. Jeminian also was charging but not able to get to it as that hits the turf. And Nedved records his first hit of the game. That is the second hit now by the Hutchinson Monarchs. Back-to-back singles. Now we have runners on at first and third with two down. And that will bring up the first baseman, number 13, Austin Callahan. Callahan will bat from the left-hand side. He is from Fremont, Nebraska. 6'2", 215-pounder, where he's a freshman out of Hutchinson Community College. That one called strike one. 82 miles an hour pitch there by Reuter. As the count goes, no balls, one strike. We have White at third base, Nedved at first. Two down. Breaking ball, that one is fouled off there by Callahan. That one's a breaking ball at 67 miles an hour. As the count goes, no balls, two strikes now to Callahan. And here's Reuter's pitch. Swing and a miss there by Callahan. He goes down swinging for out number 3. That is the second strikeout recorded by Ryan Reuter here in the ball game. So the bottom half of the first inning for the Hutchinson Monarchs, they scored no runs on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 left on base. At the end of 1 inning to play, it is the Hayes, Kansas Larks 2 and the Hutchinson, Kansas Monarchs 0. We'd like to thank our sponsor, MedZone. MedZone is the official hand sanitizer of the 86th NBC World Series. MedZone, proud to be the official live stream partner of the NBC World Series, powered by Evergy. As we're going to go to the top half of the second inning now. Due up for the Hayes Larks will be the first baseman, number 26, Garrett McGowan. Dreiling on deck and McGuire in the hole. I'll start telling you about Hamilton, the pitcher for Hutchinson. He comes in with a 3.25 ERA. He's 2-0. He's appeared in 7 games, started 7 games. He has gone 27 2/3 innings, has given up 23 hits, 14 runs, 10 earned runs, 5 base on balls, and has recorded 30 strikeouts. So now up is the first baseman, number 26, Garrett McGowan, as we go to the top half of the second. 2-0 is the score in favor of the Hayes Larks. That first pitch misses for ball 1. That one misses high and inside for ball 2. That was at 88 miles an hour. And here's Hamilton's 2-0 pitch. Ball hit to the shortstop, third baseman McKenzie cuts in front of him, and he bobbles the ball, not going to be able to throw it on his first try there, as I'm sure that's going to be an error. Will be error on the third baseman. And McGowan will be on at first base. That will bring up the right fielder, number 33, Dylan Dreiling. Dreiling bats from the left side. First pitch is called strike 1. That one at 88 miles an hour by Hamilton. As McGuire is on at first base, just reaching on an error. And here's the pitch. Breaking ball, misses inside. That one at 79 miles an hour as he took off a little bit on it. Kind of floated up there on. And here's the pitch. That one's fouled off there by Dreiling. Now they got the count at 1-2 strikes. Top half of the second inning here at X Stadium, home of the Wichita State Shockers. For the 86 NBC World Series, powered by Evergy. That one misses inside for ball 2. So the count goes 2-2, as that one was at fastball at 88 miles an hour. And Jake Hamilton now in his second inning of work here. And he steps off. Beautiful evening here in Wichita. So we have a pretty good breeze from right field to left. That one at 80 miles an hour misses for ball 3. So the count will go full now at 3-2. It is 83 degrees and clear. 65% humidity. The wind is at south-southeast at 15 miles per hour. There's the pitch. That one hit to the right-hand side. The second baseman, Sigrez, gets to it, goes to first base. The only play that he does have, as McGowan goes to second base on the play. And we have a 4-3 putout for the first out. That will bring up the catcher, number 15, Max McGuire. McGuire will be batting from the right side. He's from Lincoln, Nebraska, 6'3", 220 pounders, where he's a junior out of Fort Hays State. And Jake Hamilton ready to go. Fastball, correction, that was a breaking ball there at 75 miles an hour. So he took just a little bit something off of it for call strike 1. So here's Hamilton's 0-1 pitch. A fastball swing and a miss there by McGuire. That one at 88 miles an hour. And now the count goes no balls and 2 strikes to Max McGuire, who's catching this evening for the Hayes Larks. Call strike 3 right across the knees as McGuire looks at third strike go by for out number 2. And that is the first strikeout recorded by Jake Hamilton. That will bring up the left fielder, number 18, Sean Cooper. Cooper bats from the left-hand side. He is from Peoria, Arizona. A 6-foot, 195-pounder. A freshman out of Cochise Community College. That fastball, 88 miles an hour, hits the outside corner across the knees for call strike 1. Garrett McGowan now standing at second base with 2 down here in the top half of the second inning. If you're just now joining us, we welcome you to the telecast. We hope you enjoy it. That one misses low for ball 1 as the count goes 1 ball, 1 strike. And here's the 1-1 pitch there by Hamilton. Fastball misses high. Its count goes 2 balls, 1 strike. His fastball is at about 88 miles an hour. When he takes something off, it's around mid-70s. So 2 balls, 1 strike now to Cooper. That one hits the outside corner, also at 88 miles an hour. As the count now goes 2 balls and 2 strikes. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, and 2 outs with a runner on at second base. 2-0 is the score. That one is fouled off there by Cooper to the third base side. So the count will stay at 2-2. The ball hit to the second baseman, Sigrez. Sigrez goes to first to Callahan for out number 3. So a 4-3 put out for the third out. And up in the top half of the second inning for the Hayes Larks, they scored no runs on no hits, 1 error, and 1 left on base. At the end of 1.5, it is the Larks 2 and the Monarchs 0. As we go to the bottom half of the second inning, the score 2-0 in favor of the Hayes Larks. The first game that got done around 8:30 to 8:45 was the Houston Texas Express 5 and the Liberal Kansas BJs 4. So the BJs are now eliminated in that game. The Express scored 3 runs in the bottom half of the third inning. They were the home team. And then Liberal scored 2 runs in the top half of the fifth to make it 3-2. But then Express came back and scored 2 runs in the bottom half of the fifth to make it 5-2, where it stayed that way until the 9th inning, where the Liberal had bases loaded and they scored 2 runs to make the score 5-4, the final score. So Liberal BJs are eliminated, and the Express will play tomorrow as soon as we find out what time their game is. I'm thinking they play at 8:30 tomorrow, and they will be facing the winner of this game. All right, we're ready for the bottom half of the second inning. Due up is the designated hitter, number 18, Taylor Barber. First pitch is ball 1 to Barber. Barber bats from the right side. He's from Argyle, Texas, 6'1", 225 pounders. From the University of Texas station. That one a swing and a miss there by Barber, as the count now goes to 1 ball and 1 strike. University of Texas San Antonio, that is, where he's a senior. And here's the pitch. That one hit to the left-hand side. That's going to be fouled down the third base side, as the count now goes to 1 ball and 2 strikes. Here in the bottom half of the second inning, 2-0 the score in favor of the Hayes Larks. And Ryan Reuter ready for his 1-2 pitch here to Barber. Wind blowing from right field to left. That one hit on the handles. Goes to the second baseman. Second baseman Van Brucegan goes to McGowan for out number 1. So a 4-3 put out in the books for the first out here in the bottom half of the second inning. That will bring up the catcher number 12, Scott Wolverton. Wolverton will bat from the right-hand side from Seward, Nebraska, a 6'1", 210-pounder, where he is a senior from Central Missouri State. And Reuter left-handed thrower ready to go. That one misses high for ball 1. That one at 82 miles an hour. So here's the 1-0 pitch now. That one also misses low now this time for ball 2. So 2 balls, no strikes now to Scott Wolverton. That hard hit ball into right center field, and Wolverton will be on with his first hit of the game as he makes a big turn. But the center fielder gets to the ball quickly. Jeminian throws it into Van Brucegan. And so Wolverton is on with his first hit. That is the third hit by the Hutchinson Monarchs here in the ball game. That would bring up the center fielder number 1, Luke Satori. Satori will be batting from the right-hand side. He is from Lincoln, Nebraska. The first pitch, breaking ball in there for call strike 1. That one looked like it was at 67 miles an hour. So he really took something off of it. A 6', 190-pounder. And he is a freshman out of Hutchinson Community College. There's a fouled off there by Satori, as the count goes no balls, 2 strikes. So 0-2 now to Satori, with Wolverton on at first base and 1 down here in the bottom half of the second inning. 2-0 the score. Ball hit hard to the shortstop, Pearson. Pearson goes to Van Brucegan and over to McGowan for the double play. So a 6-4, 6-4-3 double play for the third out. So the bottom half of the second inning for the Hutchinson Monarchs. They scored no runs on 1 hit, no errors, and nobody left on base. At the end of 2 innings of play, it is the Hayes Kansas Larks 2 and the Hutchinson Kansas Monarchs 0. Once again, we welcome you all here to X Stadium. Those of you that are watching us on YouTube, we like to give a shout out to you. We have Robert Holmes watching. Also, Landon Schreier, Emma Waltz, Carson Ackerman, Chad Arnold, and Lori Truslow. Once again, we welcome you all, and if I miss somebody here, I'll try to go back and get it here. We also have Shelly Martin, Katie Massian, I believe it is, and Connie Schutt. So we welcome you all, and let us know where you're from so we can put it out there, give you a little shout out. Always like to have live chat comments. Don't forget to like and spread the word that the Hayes Larks are on along with the Hutchinson Monarchs. Whether you're watching from Hutchinson or rooting for Hutchinson or rooting for Hayes, we hope your team wins. And we're going to the top half of the third inning. Jake Hamilton will start his third inning of work. First batter he'll be facing will be the leadoff batter, the third baseman, number 16, Wyatt Divis. Divis swung at the very first pitch and lined it out into center field for a base hit. So he is 1 for 1 here tonight. Divis did come in batting for the season .327 as he appeared in 29 games, had been up to bat 104 times. Hard hit ball into left field, and there was another base hit there by Divis as he records his second hit of the ball game. First pitch, he loves that first pitch apparently, as he records now his 36th hit of the season. That will bring up the center fielder, number 8, Leo Jeminian. Jeminian sacrificed his first time out as Divis got that base hit and then was moved over on a sacrifice bunt. So we'll see what happens here. Most likely that will be what happens. Jeminian does lay a bunt down towards the first base side, but it is going to go foul. So Wyatt Divis will be heading back to first base, and Jeminian will be back in the batter's box. Jeminian has appeared in 31 ball games, has been up to bat 117 times, has 26 hits, also has 3 doubles, and has a total of 11 RBIs. One misses for ball 1, so the count will go 1 ball, 1 strike. Fastball there at 88 miles an hour as he comes in with a .222 batting average. So 1-1 the count now to Jeminian with Divis on at first base. And here's Hamilton's pitch. Bunt laid down towards the first base side. Second baseman this time, Sigrez, will charge it and throws over to Callahan for out number 1. And Jeminian records his second sacrifice here in the ball game as he moves Divis to second base in scoring position. We have a 4-3 putout for the first out. That will bring up the designated hitter, number 29, Corbin Truslow. Truslow hit that 2-run home run there in the top half of the first inning to give us a 2-0 deficit here. Hayes Larks over the Hutchinson Monarchs. And Jake Hamilton ready to get to work. Here's his first pitch. Check swing there by Truslow. I believe it was a ball 1. Umpire didn't give us an indication there, and looks like there you go. We'll finally get a count there on the scoreboard. And here's Hamilton's pitch. That one, a fastball misses low. That one at 85 miles an hour. So the count will now go to 2 balls and no strikes. To Corbin Truslow, who's DHing here tonight for the Hayes Larks. 2-0 pitch now by Hamilton. Fastball is 88 miles an hour, is fouled off there by Truslow as the count now goes to 2 balls and 1 strike. Beautiful, beautiful evening here in Wichita. 83 degrees, about what it was here at game time. It is 9:45 Central Time here in Wichita, Kansas. We hope for wherever you're watching, we hope it's also a great evening. That one misses for ball 3. So the count goes 3 balls, 1 strike now to Corbin Truslow, as Divis is on at second base with 1 down here in the top half of the third inning. 2-0 to score. Favor of the Hayes Larks. And here's Hamilton's 3-1 pitch. Swing and a miss there by Truslow. And that will take the count to full now at 3-2. So we have a full count now on Truslow. Swing and a miss there by Truslow, and as he goes down swinging for out number 2. A good fastball there by Jake Hamilton, as that one was right across the knees, but Truslow was not able to catch up to it, as we now have 2 down. That brings up the shortstop, number 17, Cam Pearson. Pearson comes in. That one is foul ball right here towards my window here as I look up and see the ball hit in my direction, but it falls short. Pearson comes in batting .352 in the for the season. That one misses for ball 1, 88 miles an hour. And the count will now go to 1 ball, 1 strike. Once again, Divis is on at second base. And that one misses inside for ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike now to Cam Pearson. I'd like to welcome Chad Arnold, Raymond Kennan, Linda Brunson. It's a hard hit ball to the first baseman. First baseman Callahan backhands it, and covering was Hamilton at first base for out number 3. Great job there by Callahan as he had to backhand that one, and good hustle there by Hamilton to cover first base for the 3rd out. So a 3-1 put out for the 3rd out. The top half of the 3rd inning for the Hayes Larks. They scored no runs on 1 hit. No errors and 1 left on base. At the end of 2.5, it is the Hayes Larks 2 and the Hutchinson, Kansas Monarchs 0. See, we're going to go ahead and give some shout outs here. We have Landon Shearer. Says a great time to shout out Carson Ackerman, the legendary color commentator for the Larks. Great bright future ahead for this kid. Well, we welcome you to the telecast. Maybe I'll learn something from you. Stephanie Walsh says go Larks from Colorado. Jed Arnold's from Forney, Texas. And we have Robert Holmes, a Larks fan from rural Topeka. And he says he's used to be a former assistant in the early 90s. Emma Waltz from Freeman, Nebraska. Once again, we welcome you all here. We hope you enjoyed the telecast. My name is Frank Martinez. I normally do PA here. Been doing PA for the NBC for 26 years. I'll be on the PA tomorrow for both games. And then I'll be back, matter of fact, tomorrow and Sunday. And then I'll be back for the championship to call the play-by-play for the championship game. So we're going to go to the bottom half of the 3rd inning for the Monarchs. That ball lifted into left field. If it stays fair, that's going to be gone. And it is fair. That is a home run by right fielder number 10, Clayton Chadwick. So the score now is 2-1 in favor of Hayes. A hard hit ball there by Chadwick. I just wasn't sure if it was going to stay in fair territory or not, but that hit just right of the foul pole over the fence for the home run. So a great swing there by Chadwick. And the score now 2-1. That will bring up the 3rd baseman number 16, Anthony McKenzie. So Ryan Reuter gives up 1 run here on that home run. And here's the pitch to McKenzie. That one misses outside. That one at 82 miles an hour. Fastball missing outside. So the count is 1 ball, no strikes now to McKenzie. Breaking ball in there at 68 miles an hour for call strike 1. So the count will now go to 1 ball, 1 strike. So 1-1 now the count to Anthony McKenzie. That one misses inside for ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike to McKenzie as we have no out here in the bottom half of the 3rd inning. The score 2-1 now as Clayton Chadwick took the first pitch over the left field wall. Hard hit ball to the shortstop, Pearson. Pearson moves right across his arm there to the first baseman McGowan for out number 1. So we have a 6-3 put out in the books for the first out. And it will bring up the second baseman, number 15, Jack Sigrez. Sigrez comes in batting .286 as he's appeared in 3 games, has started 2. That one fouled off there by Sigrez. He's been up the bat 7 times. Has scored 1 run, 2 hits, a double, 2 RBIs. And the count is no balls, 1 strike now to Jack Sigrez. Once again, he played for the Newton Rebels. That one misses outside and high for ball 1. So the count will now go to 1 ball, 1 strike now to Jack Sigrez. Here in the bottom half of the 3rd inning. That one missing low. Looks like that was a breaking ball at 67 miles an hour. As the count now goes 2 balls, 1 strike now to Sigrez. Call strike 1, or correction, strike 2 there. 2-2 now the count to Sigrez. And here's a Reuter's 2-2 pitch. That calls strike 3 as that hits the inside corner at 82 miles an hour. And Sigrez goes down for his 2nd time, this time looking for the 2nd out. That will bring up the left fielder, number 19, Tanner White. White recorded a base hit his first time up, and he ended up being stranded at 3rd base as the Hutchinson Monarchs left runners at 1st and 3rd. A hard hit ball to the right-hand side. That's going to be foul as that goes over the bullpen area for the Hayes Larks. Tanner White comes in batting .267 as he has appeared in 5 ball games here this season for the Monarchs. That one fouled off there by White. He's been up to bat 15 times, has scored 3 runs, has 4 hits. Does have 1 home run, 3 RBIs. So the count is no balls, 2 strikes now to Tanner White. As we do have 2 down here in the bottom half of the 3rd inning. That one missing for ball 1. So the 1-2 pitch here now by Reuter. Ball hit to the first baseman, McGowan. McGowan goes to Reuter covering for out number 3. So a 3-1 put out for the 3rd out. And the bottom half of the 3rd inning for the Monarchs. They score 1 run on a home run there by Clayton Chadwick on 1 pitch and 1 swing. On 1 hit, no errors, and nobody left on base. At the end of 3 innings of play, it is the Hayes Larks 2 and the Hutchinson Monarchs 1. Once again, we'd like to thank our sponsor. MedZone is the official hand sanitizer of the '86 NBC World Series. MedZone, the proud to be the official live stream partner of the NBC World Series, powered by Evergy. Couldn't do these tournaments, this World Series, I should say, could not do the World Series without our sponsors. We thank them very much. And we have David Shanalik, I think it's pronounced, watching from Bradenton, Washington. He says, "Go Monarchs." And if I do mispronounce your name, I apologize, but I'm trying to give you a shout out here. As we go now to the top half of the fourth inning. Due up for the Larks will be the second baseman, number 30, Brennan Van Brucegan. Van Brucegan grounded out to the third base his first time out as he made the third out in the top half of the first inning. Here's the pitch by Hamilton. That one fastball at 88 miles an hour, missing high for ball one. So 1 ball, no strikes now to Van Brucegan. And here's Hamilton's 1-0 pitch. That one just misses high for ball two. Two balls, no strikes now to Van Brucegan. Here in the top half of the fourth. That ball hit to the right-hand side. Coming in hard is Chadwick. Chadwick making a heck of a catch there as he dives for that one. Great effort there by Chadwick to make that catch, and great hustle. And that is a fly out to the right field for the first out. That stole a base hit there by Van Brucegan. Brings up the first baseman, number 26, Garrett McGowan. McGowan reached on an error by the third baseman his first time up and was left stranded at second base. First pitch in there at 87 miles an hour, in there for call strike one. This is McGowan's second. He has appeared in 2 ball games, has batted 4 times, has 1 hit, as he is batting .250. No balls, 2 strikes now to McGowan. And here's Hamilton's pitch. That one a check swing, and they checked with third base umpire and said he did not go. Our umpires here for tonight, I forgot to mention them. At home plate, we have Matt Anderson. First base is Mike Mazzarezzi. I'm sorry about that. And Rick Allen at third base. Swing and a miss there by McGowan as he goes down for out number 2. That will bring up the right fielder, number 33, Dylan Dreiling. So Dreiling is up there now with 2 down here in the top half of the fourth. The score is 2-1. Hard hit ball into center field, and Dreiling will record his first hit of the game as Satori. Satori brings the ball in there to Sigrez, and Dreiling is on with a base hit. That is the 4th hit recorded by the Hayes Larks here tonight. And that will bring up the catcher, number 15, Max McGuire. So Jake Hamilton ready to go. And here's the throw. There, one hit to the shortstop, Nedved. Nedved charges, and not sure exactly what happened there to McGuire, but he's holding his back area. It is a 6-3 put out for the third out. And the top half of the fourth inning for the Hayes Larks, they scored no runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left on base. At the end of 3.5 innings of play, it is the Larks 2 and the Monarchs 1. It is 10:01 here, Central Time now here in Wichita, Kansas. Not sure where you're watching from, but we hope you're enjoying the telecast. My name is Frank Martinez, your play-by-play announcer here for tonight's game. We're going to the bottom half of the fourth inning. Due up for the Hutchinson Monarchs will be the shortstop, number 9, Dylan Nedved. Callahan on deck, and Barber in the hole. And getting ready to do his fourth inning of work is Ryan Reuter. And we'll give you numbers here for Reuter. He has gone 3 innings so far, has given up 4 hits, 1 run, 1 earned run, no base on balls, 3 strikeouts, as he has faced 12 batters. We'll also give you the number for Hamilton for the Monarchs, where he has gone 4 innings, has given up 4 hits, 2 runs, 2 earned runs, no base on balls, 3 strikeouts, as he has faced 17 batters. So a good duel here there by the pitchers. And we're going to the bottom half of the fourth inning. Due up was shortstop number 9, Dylan Nedved. Nedved is 1 for 1 here tonight, as he got a base hit in the bottom half of the first inning, but was left stranded at first base. Nedved for the season comes in batting .370, as he's appeared in 35 ball games for the Monarchs. They've been up the bat 138 times. That one misses outside. Fastball at 81 miles an hour. He does have 51 hits, 32 runs scored, 12 doubles. Ball hit hard into left center field. The left fielder Cooper moving to his left. It makes that catch over his head as Jemanian was backing him up for out number 1. So fly out there to the left fielder for the first out. That will bring up the first baseman, number 13, Austin Callahan. Callahan struck out his first time up. Callahan comes in batting .276 for the Monarchs. He has appeared in 32 ball games. And here is Reuter's pitch. That one lifted into left field. That may be falling in. It does. Falls in front of Cooper. Cooper gets it on one bounce and gets it into Pearson. So Callahan will stay at first base with a single as Callahan records his first hit of the ball game. And that is his 35th hit of the season. That will bring up the designated hitter, number 18, Taylor Barber. Barber hits from the right-hand side. He grounded out to the second baseman as he started off the bottom half of the second inning and made the first out. First pitch is called strike 1. Breaking ball at 67 miles an hour. Barber comes in batting .341 as he's appeared in 38 ball games, or correction, 36 ball games. We'll throw over to first base, and that was just a toss to let Callahan know that he did not forget about him. He has been up the bat 135 times, Barber has 46 hits, has scored 37 runs, and has 35 RBIs. Here's the pitch. That's a fastball that Barber turned on, but hits it foul. Well hit there by Taylor Barber. Just a long foul ball, though. As the count goes, no balls, 2 strikes now to Barber. Here in the bottom half of the fourth inning, runner on at first base. 2-1 is the score in favor of Hayes. And here's Reuter's pitch. That one fastball, missing outside for ball 1. That one looked like it was about 86 miles an hour. Numbers out there on the radar gun are awful small for this young man. That one misses outside for ball 2. And that one I see at 69 miles an hour. That was a breaking ball. So 2 balls, 2 strikes now to Taylor Barber, as we do have one down. Hard hit ball to the third base side, and that is foul by Barber. The count will stay at 2-2. Also like to say hi to Daniel Duffy, Mark Gubser, Tanner Collins. Hope you enjoy the telecast. That one misses inside for ball 3, so the count will now go full at 3-2. And Callahan on at first base. One down here in the bottom half of the 4th inning, as the Hutchinson Monarchs are trying to get Callahan in scoring position. And here's the pitch. That one in the ground there for ball 4, so Barber will be on at first base. He reaches base for this first time here this evening. Moving over to second base will be Austin Callahan. And that will bring up the catcher number 12, Scott Wolverton. Wolverton did get a base hit his first time up, but then was hit into a double play by Satori. 6-4, 6-4-3 to end the inning in the bottom half of the second inning. First pitch is called strike 1. Wolverton comes in batting .276, as he has appeared in 8 ball games for Hutchinson. Has 8 hits out of 29 at bat. Swing and a miss there by Wolverton. Actually make that 9 hits at 30 at bat, because he did get a hit here in the second inning. No balls, 2 strikes now to Wolverton. Runners on at first and second and 1 down. And Ryan Reuter. Here's his pitch. That one misses high for ball 1. That was an 84-mile-an-hour fastball, just missing above the shoulders. And here's Reuter's pitch. Breaking ball, swing and a miss there by Wolverton as he goes down swinging for out number 2. Great pitch there by Ryan Reuter as he records the second out. And that is the 4th strikeout of the ball game for Ryan Reuter. Brings up the center fielder number 1, Luke Satori. First, and that one hits Satori in the arm there. So now the bases will be loaded for the Hutchinson Monarchs. Callahan will move to third base. Barber will move to second. And Satori will be on with a hit batsman at first base. And that will bring up the right fielder, number 10, Clayton Chadwick. Chadwick hit that home run in the bottom half of the 3rd inning. Satori is still trying to shake it off there at first base. Once again, base is full now for the Monarchs. And now we're going to have a timeout here, as coming out to talk to the pitcher is coach for the Hayes Larks, not Frank Leo, but the pitching coach. And I'm not sure, but that may be it for him. There is somebody warming up out there in right field. I'll see if I can get a number. Warming up is number 31 here for the Hayes Larks. That is Zach Curry warming up. but Ryan Reuter will be staying in. Count is as Clayton Chadwick now up at the plate. First pitch is ball one there to Chadwick. That one misses outside and low. Swing and a miss there, called strike. So the count now goes to 1-1 to Clayton Chadwick. Base is full with 2 down here in the bottom half of the 4th inning. 2-1 is the score in favor of Hayes, but the Hutchinson Monarchs are threatening. Breaking ball just misses outside as the count now goes 2-1. And Ryan Reuter ready to go to work here. And here's the pitch. Hard hit ball into left center field. Looks like the left center fielder is going to be able to get under it, and he does. That's Jemenian as he makes the catch for out number 3. So the bottom half of the 4th inning for the Hutchinson Monarchs, they score no runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 3 left on base. At the end of 4 innings of play, it is the Hayes Larks 2 and the Hutchinson Monarchs 1. We're going to go to the top half of the 5th inning now. Due up for the Hayes Larks will be the left fielder, number 18, Sean Cooper. Divis on deck, and Jemenian in the hole. And Jake Hamilton coming out to do his 5th inning of work for the Hutchinson Monarchs. So once again, left fielder number 18, Sean Cooper up. He is 0 for 1 here tonight as he grounded out to the second baseman his first time. Cooper comes in batting .233 in here at the ball game, as he's appeared in 30 ball games, has been up to bat 86 times, has 20 hits, does have 3 doubles. He squares around the bunt and misses outside is Hamilton. He does have 16 RBIs. Once again, batting .233. So the count, 1 ball, no strike. There's ball lifted into left field. Left fielder White getting under it, making the catch for out number 1. So 1 down now here in the top half of the 5th inning. And that will bring up the third baseman, number 16, Wyatt Divis. Divis 2 for 2 here tonight. He's got 2 singles and has scored a run in the first inning on that home run by Truslow. That one fouled off there by Divis. And then was left stranded at second base in the 3rd inning. So no balls, 1 strike now to Divis. And here's Hamilton's pitch. That one misses outside for ball 1. That one at 78 miles an hour. Swing and a miss there by Divis. And the count now goes to 1 ball and 2 strikes. Here's the 1-2 pitch by Hamilton. That one just misses outside. That one was 80 miles an hour. As the count will go even now at 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes to Wyatt Divis. Looking for his 3rd hit here of the ball game. Now stepping off is Hamilton. There's the pitch. Ball hit towards the second baseman, Sigrez. Sigrez charges, goes to first to Callahan for out number 2. So a 4-3 put out for the second out. And that will bring up the center fielder, number 8, Leo Jemenian. Jemenian has been up there both times now with runner on at first base and has gone up and laid some bunts down to sacrifice. Divas over to second base. Ball hit ball down to third baseman. Third baseman McKenzie comes up, fires across for out number 3. So a 5-3 put out for the third out. And the top half of the fifth inning for the Hayes Larks. They scored no runs on no hits, no errors, and nobody left on base. At the end of 4 1/2, it is the Hayes Larks 2 and the Hutchinson Monarchs 1. We're going to take a small break and we'll be right back. And we welcome you back to X Stadium on the campus of Wichita State University. This is Frank Martinez, your play-by-play announcer, as we go to the bottom half of the fifth inning. The score 2-1 in favor of Hayes. You're listening and watching the 86th Annual NBC World Series, powered by Evergy. We go to the due up in the bottom half of the fifth inning for Hutchinson. Top of the lineup will be the third baseman, number 16, Anthony McKenzie. Sigrez on deck and then White in the hole. Check and see, make sure we still have the, no, we got a new pitcher now for Hayes. It looks like it's going to be number 14. It is. So now pitching for Hayes will be number 14, Trevor Munch. He's a left-handed thrower from Lawrence, Kansas. A 6'5", 185 pounders, a junior out of Kaiser University. So a new pitcher, number 14, Trevor Munch. First batter he'll be facing will be the third baseman, number 16, Anthony McKenzie. Swing and a miss there by McKenzie. And let me see if I can give you some numbers here for a hard hit ball into center field there by McKenzie as he records his first hit of the ball game. I'll give you some final numbers here for Reuter. Reuter went 4 innings, gave up 5 hits, 1 run, 1 earned run, 1 base on balls, had 4 strikeouts as he faced 18 batters. And McKenzie's on with his first hit, brings up the second baseman, number 15, Jack Sigrez. Throw over to first base safely is McKenzie. And Trevor Munch has pitched 13 1/3 innings, has started 9 games, has played in 9 games, has started 1. He is 2-1, and he does have 1 save. He has given up 5 hits, 3 runs, 2 earned runs, 6 base on balls, 10 strikeouts, as he has a 1.35 ERA. That one calls strike 1 against Sigrez. The count now goes to 1 ball, 1 strike. here's the pitch. That one misses high for ball 2. So 2 balls, 1 strike now. That one at 86 miles an hour there by Munch. So the count is 2 balls, 1 strike now to Sigrez, with McKenzie on at first base and no outs. That one misses outside. At fastball at 77 miles an hour. 3-1 now the count to Jack Sigrez, who's playing second base here this evening for the Hutchinson Monarchs. And here's Munch's pitch. That one misses outside for ball 4. So Sigrez will be on with a walk. And that sends McKenzie over to second base. So now the tying run is at second base. And that will bring up the left fielder, number 19, Tanner White. So if you're just now joining us, the score is 2-1 in favor of the Hayes Larks. But we are in the bottom half of the 5th inning. Runners on at first and second with no out. And Tanner White now up. The third baseman, Divis, now in on the grass area as they're looking for a bunt, and he does square around. It is called strike 1 there to Tanner White. White comes in batting .267 for the Monarchs. And Trevor Munch, now here's his pitch. He does try to lay a bunt down, and it gets away from the catcher. The throw down to second base. Both runners advance as McKenzie ends up at third base and Sigrez ends up at second base. That was an effort there by by White there to lay that bunt down, and it went out of the catcher's glove. Never touched it, did White. So both runners now advance. That's just as good as a bunt. As now there is runners now at second and third with no outs. The count is no balls, 2 strikes to Tanner White. And here's the pitch. Check swing, and he did go around for out number 1. So a strikeout recorded there by Munch for the first out. And there is 1 down now. And that will bring up the shortstop, number 9, Dylan Nedved. Grant Jones says, let's go Monarchs. Oh, Mr. Jones really well here. Hard hit ball to the shortstop. There's going to be a throw into home, but it's on the first base side. And scoring from third base is McKenzie, as Fearson fired that into home, but just threw it to the third base side. The catcher, McGuire, tried to block the plate there, but had to reach clear across to the first base side there to get that ball. Did make the stop, but being on at first base on a fielder's choice will be Nedved. Moving the third base is Jack Sigrez. And now the score tied up at 2 apiece as Anthony McKenzie scores a run. That will bring up the first baseman, number 13, Austin Callahan. Callahan up there with 1 down now. That one misses outside for ball 1. As that was a 78-mile-an-hour pitch there by Munch. There goes Nedved to second base, no throw down, so we have a stolen base now by Nedved. As now there is runners on at second and third. With 1 down. And Austin Callahan up there with a 2-2 count. That one misses low for ball 3. So the count will go full now at 3-2. To Austin Callahan. And here's Munch's pitch. That one misses low for ball 4. That was, I believe, an 87 miles an hour. Might have been 97. I couldn't tell there. Anyway, that is ball 4, whichever way it was. Now the bases will be loaded as Sigrez is on at third base. Nedved on at second. Callahan at first. And here comes a pitching coach now for the Hayes Larks. And we may be having a pitching change. We are. It looks like it's going to be number 31 coming in. So coming in for the Larks, number 31, we have Zach Curry. He is a right-handed thrower out of Ottawa, Kansas. 6 foot, 180 pounder, junior out of Pittsburgh State. And we'll see what numbers we have on Mr. Curry. Well, I don't have any stats for Mr. Curry, except his vitals, and that's it. So he will be coming up, and we'll give you the final numbers there for Trevor Munch. Let me get number 31 here. That was Zach Curry. All right. I'll get over here and give you some numbers. For Munch, he went 1/3 of an inning, gave up 1 hit, 1 run, 1 earned run, 2 base on balls, and had 1 strikeout as he faced 5 batters. So the bases are going to be loaded here for Zach Curry. Is he trying to get the Hayes Larks out of a jam? We do have 1 down. We'll have Sigrez on at third base, Nedved on at second, and Callahan on at first base. If just now joining us, Sigrez got on with a base on balls. Nedved got on with the fielder's choice, and Callahan also got on with a base on balls. So we do have 1 down. The batting is a designated hitter, number 18, Taylor Barber. Barber is 0 for 1 here tonight as he grounded out to the second baseman and then walked in the 4th inning, was left stranded at second base as the bases were loaded. That one into the ground. Nice job there by the catcher, McGuire, as he stopped that one from going anywhere. And the count is 1 ball, no strike now to Taylor Barber. 1 down here. And the score now tied up at 2 apiece. And here's the pitch. That one a fastball. It looked faster than 84 miles an hour, so we'll keep an eye on the next one here. Count will even up now at 1 ball, 1 strike. And here's Curry's pitch. Another fastball on the outside corner. And that one at 91 miles an hour. So the first one must have been 94 there. It looked faster than 84 to me. So the count is 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Barber. And here's a Curry's pitch. Breaking ball just misses. That was at 77 miles an hour. So the count will go to 2 balls and 2 strikes now to Barber. As we are in the bottom half of the 5th inning, score tied up at 2 apiece. Bases are loaded with 1 down. And here's the pitch. That one outside at 92 miles an hour fastball, and the count will go full now at 3-2. Nowhere to put Barber here with the bases full. And Zach Curry trying to get out of a jam here, trying to get the Hayes Larks out of a jam. Fastball misses outside for ball 4. So the go-ahead run will score from third base is Jack Sigrez. That will put Nedved at third base, Callahan at second, and Taylor Barber will take his base on a base on balls, and that is the 3rd base on balls this inning. Give it up by the Larks. That'll bring up the catcher number 12, Scott Wolverton. The score now is 3-2 in favor of the Hutchinson Monarchs, as they've scored 2 runs here. Ball hits to the right-hand side. The first baseman bobbles the ball. No, but everybody's going to be safe. A run scores from third base as Nevid. He grabbed the ball and was going to throw it in the home, and then all of a sudden he bobbled it as he looked up and was just not able to make the get the handle of it, and everybody is safe. As Nevid scores from third base, the score now 4-2. Callahan will be at third base. Barber will be on at second. And I'm sure we'll have an error on the first baseman, error fielder's choice. There's the first pitch there to Satori. It calls strike 1 at 90 miles an hour fastball by Zach Curry. Well, Zach Curry did exactly what he needed to do, and that was get the ball in play. But the first baseman, McGowan, was not able to handle it. There's a swing and a miss there by Satori as the count goes 0 balls, 2 strikes. The Hudson Monarchs have scored 3 runs here in the bottom half of the 5th inning to take a 4-2 lead. Let me make sure because they're not showing that. Yes, I got 4-2. Okay. So Satori went down swinging for out number 2. Sorry about that. I was trying to get them to change the score up there on the scoreboard. Due up now is the right fielder. There's a hard hit ball there by Chadwick, number 10, Clayton Chadwick. And that is a foul ball. So the count goes 0 balls, 1 strike now to Clayton Chadwick. Chadwick is 1 for 2 here tonight. He had a home run in the 3rd inning and flew out to center field the second time up. That one misses outside for ball 1. So the count will go now to 1 ball, 1 strike now to they scored 3 runs this inning. There's a ball there by Chadwick as the count goes 1 ball, 2 strikes. That one fouled off there by Chadwick. And the count is 1 ball, 2 strikes. Four to 2 is the score in favor of Hutchinson here in the bottom half of the 5th inning. Here's the pitch. That one hit hard into center field. That's going to be back. Way back. That may be gone. That is a grand slam home run there by Clayton Chadwick. That one was over the about 380 as the center fielder Dominion went back and ran into the wall and went over the fence. So we have a grand slam. That is the 2nd home run here by Chadwick in the ball game. And that's going to be it for Curry as Clayton Chadwick hits a home run. And now the Hutchinson Monarchs have scored 7 runs here in the bottom half of the 5th inning. And now lead 8-2 here in the bottom half of the 5th. And that's going to be it for Curry. And we'll see exactly who's coming in. Looks like it's going to be number 24. That is Patty Walsh from Aurora, Colorado. He's a 6'6", 180-pounder, a junior from Fort Hays State. So a grand slam home run by Clayton Chadwick has taken the score now to 8-2 in favor of Hutchinson. We finished filling out my scorecard here. Make sure we get everybody across home plate. And for Hays, Patty Walsh will be coming in. And we'll give you his numbers here. He has gone 15 innings, has played in 6 games, has started 2. He's given up 10 hits, 6 runs, 4 earned runs, 7 base on balls, has struck out 16. Has hit 2 batters, and he has a 2.4 ERA. So a grand slam home run here for Clayton Chadwick here in the bottom half of the 5th inning. Has now put 7 runs across here for the Monarchs. And the first batter hit that first batter he'll be facing will be the third baseman, number 16, Anthony McKenzie. McKenzie started this off with a base hit. That one misses for ball 2, so 2-0. Now the count there to Anthony McKenzie as we have 2 down here in the bottom half of the 5th inning. This is the 10th batter up for the Hudson Monarchs here this inning. That ball hit hard to the shortstop, Fearson. Fearson goes to first base for out number 3. So a 6-3 put out for the third out, but not before the Hudson Monarchs that scores 7 runs. On 2 hits, 1 error, and nobody left on base. At the end of 5 innings of play, the Hudson Monarchs 8 and the Hays Larks 2. And we'll be right back. And we welcome you back for the 86th Annual NBC World Series, powered by Evergy. As we go to the top half of the 6th inning, the score is 8-2 now in favor of Hutchinson. There's a check swing there by Truslow. By the way, I meant to tell you that MedZone is the official hand sanitizer of the 86 NBC World Series. MedZone proud to be the official live stream partner of the NBC World Series, powered by Evergy. 2-0 now the count to Corbin Truslow here in the top half of the sixth inning. That one misses outside for ball 3. As Jake Hamilton back out for his sixth inning of work. And that is ball 4 now to Truslow on 4 pitches. And that will bring up the shortstop, number 17, Cam Fearson. Fearson is 0 for 2 here tonight as he flew out to right field and then grounded out to the first baseman as the pitcher was covering. So no outs, runner on at first. As Truslow just walked there, Fearson turns on one, but it is foul right past head coach Frank Leo. And Jake Hamilton ready on the 0-1 pitch. That one just misses high for ball 1 as count goes 1 ball, 1 strike. There's a breaking ball at 77 miles an hour. Big inning there for the Hutchinson Monarchs. That one misses outside for ball 2. So 2 balls, 1 strike now. To Fearson. Here in the top half, 6. Swing and a miss there by Fearson. As that will now take the count to 2 balls and 2 strikes. And Jake Hamilton ready for the 2-2 pitch. Ball hit to the shortstop. Shortstop will go to Sigrez at second base. That was Nedved to Sigrez and then over to Callahan for the double play. So a 6-4, 6-4-3 double play by the Hutchinson Monarchs. Now there's 2 down here in the top half of the 6th. That will bring up the second baseman, number 30, Brennan Van Brucegan. Van Brucegan is now up there with a 1 ball, no strikes. And here's the pitch. A swing and a miss there by Van Brucegan. The count now goes 1 ball, 1 strike. 2 down here in the top half of the 6th. Score is 8-2 in favor of Hutchinson. That one missing for count now 3 balls and 1 strike. Here's the pitch. That one hits the outside corner at 88 miles an hour. And that will take the count now to full at 3-2. And here's the pitch. That one fouled off there. By Van Brucegan. here in the top half of the 6th inning. Here's the pitch. That one also fouled off. Van Brucegan hanging tough there for the Hayes Larks, as the umpire finally asked for some more baseballs. Once again, we'd like to welcome you all and hope you're enjoying the telecast here, as we are in the top half of the 6th inning. That breaking ball looks like that misses for ball 4. So Van Brucegan will be on at first base, and that will bring up the first baseman, number 26, Garrett McGowan. McGowan up now with 2 down here in the top half of the 6th. The score 8-2 in favor of Hutchinson. And here's Hamilton's pitch. That one in there for call strike 1. That was Hamilton's 75th pitch here of the ball game, as he has thrown 45 strikes and 30 balls. Here's the pitch. That one lifted into left field. White and McKenzie chasing it, and looks like White will get under it right past the foul line for out number 3. So fly out to the left fielder for the 3rd out. Top half of the 6th inning for the Hayes Larks. They scored no runs on no hits, no errors, and 1 left on base. At the end of 5.5 innings of play, it is the Hutchinson Monarchs 8 and the Hayes Larks 2. As we're going to go to the bottom half of the 6th inning now, due up for the Hutchinson Monarchs will be the second baseman, number 15, Jack Sigrez. He'll be followed by White and Nedved. And Patty Walsh coming out for his 2nd inning of work, as he came in the 6th inning. Or correction, the 5th inning. And Curry got charged with 1/3 of an inning, 1 hit, 3 runs, 1 base on balls, 1 strikeout, as he faced 4 batters. And like I say, the first batter that Walsh will be facing here in the bottom half of the 6th inning will be the second baseman, number 15, Jack Sigrez. That one called strike 1 at 84-mile-an-hour fastball there by Walsh. Fouled off there by Sigrez, a breaking ball at 70 miles an hour. So the count goes no balls, 2 strikes now to Sigrez. Ball hit to the right-hand side, right fielder Chadwick not able to get to it. Correction, not Chadwick, I'm sorry. That was right fielder Dreiling, not able to get to it. And in at second base will be Jack Sigrez. And we'll see what the official scores give us on that. Due up now is the left fielder, number 19, Tanner White. So we have a double by Sigrez. Now they've given him a base hit on that, as Dreiling had to go a long way to try to catch that, was not able to get to it. So Sigrez will be now standing on at second base with no outs. Tanner White is the batter. The count is no balls, 1 strike to him. As Walsh's 0-1 pitch, a swing and a miss there by White, as the count now goes no balls and 2 strikes. Walsh took something off of that one, as that one went across at 77 miles an hour. Here's the 0-2 pitch. That one stays up around the eye level. Change up at 72 miles an hour. And the count goes to 1 ball, 2 strikes. And here's Walsh's 1-2 pitch. That one just misses outside. Fastball at 77 miles an hour. So the count will go now to 2 balls, 2 strikes to Tanner White. Sigrez started off the 6th inning with a double and is standing at second base with no outs. Here's the pitch. That one hit down the third base side into the, great catch there by pitcher that was warming up there for Hutchinson. That went into the bullpen. Two balls, 2 strikes. And that one is fouled off by White. I'll see if I can get a number, see who's exactly warming up out there for Hutchinson. It is number 31 warming up for Hutch. That one fouled off once again by White. Two balls, 2 strikes now to Tanner White, who's playing left field this evening for the Hutchinson Monarchs. Sigrez on at second base, no outs. Here's the pitch, a swing and a miss there by White. And the catcher drops the ball, so he has to throw him out at first. That'll be 1 out now. And it will bring up the shortstop, number 9, Dylan Nedved. And here's Walsh's pitch here. Breaking ball at 70 miles an hour right across the letters for call strike 1 there by home plate umpire Anderson. Still got a pretty good crowd here. There's a hard hit ball into left field between Divis and Pearson. Coming across is Jack Sigrez scoring from second base. And now that takes the score to 9-2 in favor of the Hutchinson Monarchs as Nedved records a base hit and an RBI. That is Nedved's second RBI and second hit of the ball game. That will bring up the first baseman, number 13, Austin Callahan. Callahan is 1 for 2 here tonight. Hard hit ball into right field. If that stays fair, that's maybe extra bases. Going to third base will be Nedved. And going to second base with a stand-up double. Coming into home is trying to score is Nedved. And they threw him out at home. So that is a nine to 3-2 play for the second out. And Callahan will be on at second base with a double. The second double here of this inning. So we have 2 down now here in the bottom half of the 6th inning. And that brings up the designated hitter, number 18, Taylor Barber. Dylan Nedved tried to score there from first base and was thrown out fairly easily as the catcher had the ball with about 2 steps yet to go, but they still slid in home. A swing and a miss there by Barber. That was a good throw there by the first baseman, McGowan. He threw that right to the catcher, McGuire, to get the out at home plate. But Callahan had a double all the way down the line there, as he was already standing at second base as that throw came in. Count is 2 balls, 1 strike now to Taylor Barber. Barber has walked twice here tonight. That one hit hard into left field. Left fielder Cooper backing up. Oh, he had to reach over his head there to make that catch, as he didn't take the correct angle on that, but he is able to make the catch for out number 3. So a fly out there to the left fielder for the 3rd out. But now before the Hutchinson Monarchs, they score 1 run on 3 hits. No errors and 1 left on base. At the end of 6 innings of play, the Hutchinson Monarchs 9 and the Hayes Larks 2. I'd like to remind you, MedZone is the official hand sanitizer of the 86 NBC World Series. MedZone, proud to be the official live stream partner of the NBC World Series, powered by Evergy. We thank them very much. And I think we're going to have a new pitcher now as we go to the top half of the 7th inning. Take a look at it just to make sure. Yes, it is going to be number 31 now coming in to pitch for the Hutchinson Monarchs. And number 31 is Jarrett Kingold. Kingold. And he's a right-handed thrower from Addison, Texas. A 6'2", 200-pounder. He's a junior out of Emporia State University. Trying to see if I get any numbers on him for pitching here. And I don't see him. So he must have just been picked up here by the Hutchinson Monarchs. Due up in the top half of the 7th inning for the Hayes Larks, we have right fielder number 34, Dylan Dreiling. We'll have McGuire on deck and Cooper in the hole. So 31, Jarrett. And I believe I was thinking that was an L, but those 2 T's there, so that's Kingot. Correction. Sorry about that. Now into the ball game. He'll be facing right fielder number 33, Dylan Dreiling. And here's the first pitch. That one called strike 1. That one at 93 miles an hour. So the count goes no balls and 1 strike. Another fastball misses high. That one at 96 miles an hour. Correction, 95 miles an hour. But he misses, and the count will now go to 1 ball, 1 strike. Another fastball that hit right down the line, but it is going to be foul, as Callahan tried to handle that, but it was in foul territory. So the count now goes to Dreiling, 1 ball and 2 strikes. And Kingot will be with his 1-2 pitch here. Another fastball swing and a miss there by Dreiling as he goes down for out number 1. His first strikeout recorded by Jarrett Kingot, and that will bring up the catcher, number 15, Max McGuire. correction. We have a pinch hitter number 27 now coming in. Thank you very much, Mr. Brett Hightower, the PA announcer that helps us out here. So coming in to pinch hit will be Hector Carrillo Jr. He's from Tulsa, Oklahoma, 5'9", 180-pounder, junior out of Pittsburgh State. Carrillo. That one lifted to the right-hand side. The Chadwick hustling down the line and makes a diving effort there in foul territory, but not able to get to it. A great effort there by Chadwick, but it goes foul. So the count is no balls and 2 strikes now. To Hector Carrillo. The loser of this game will be eliminated from the 86 National Baseball Congress Bowl Series. And the winner will move on to play tomorrow night. And let me take a look and make sure exactly when that's going to be. I believe they're going to play at 8:30, but let me check to make sure if they've updated that. Yes, they will play at 8:30 tomorrow night. And the first game tomorrow, that one is fouled off there by Carrillo. The first game at 6 o'clock will be a very good one. 2 undefeated teams, the Santa Barbara, California Forsters versus the Cheney, Kansas Diamond Dogs. Cheney, Kansas Diamond Dogs were the runners-up last year as they lost to the Seattle Studs. They did defeat the Seattle Studs in the very first game of the tournament. I believe it was like 5-4. Just from the top of my head there, I'm not exactly sure if it's 5-4 or 6-5, but it was pretty close. And then the Seattle Studs came back and won in the championship game, I believe, by the same score. That one lifted to the right-hand side. The catcher gets under it, makes the catch. That's Wolverton for out number 2. So fly out to the catcher for the second out here in the top half of the second inning. I'm going to bring up the left fielder number 18, Sean Cooper. So Cooper he's talking to the home plate umpire about something, so as Ken got ready to go, here's the pitch. That fastball at 96 miles an hour, correction, 95 miles an hour. It's fouled off there by Cooper as the count goes no balls, 1 strike. Here's the pitch. That one a fastball on the outside corner, also at 95. That ball lifted into left center field. That may be in for extra bases as Cooper is in sliding for a double. So nice hit there by Cooper as he went with that pitch and hit it into left center field. Before the center fielder, Satori, was able to get to it, he was already third of the way to second base. So Cooper is in with a double. And that will bring up the third baseman, number 16, Wyatt Divas. That is the 5th hit recorded now by the Hayes Larks. There's a fastball, misses low for ball 1. About 93 miles an hour. If you're just now joining us, the score is 9-2 in favor of the Hutchinson Monarchs. Fastball misses low for ball 2. 92-mile-an-hour fastball. The Hayes Larks scored 2 runs on a home run by Corbin Truslow to take the score to 2-0 with a runner on base. And it stayed that way until the 3rd inning, where Hutchinson scored 1 run on a home run by Clayton Chadwick. So he hit one out into left field right down the line. Count is now 3 balls, no strikes now to Divas. And then the Hutchinson Monarchs went on a 7-run in the 5th inning. There goes the runner at the third base. Throw down. Not going to be in time. In safely is Sean Cooper at third base with a stolen base. And the score was 8-2. And then they scored another run in the bottom half of the 6th inning to take the score to 9-2. The line for Hayes is 2 runs, 5 hits, 1 error. And for Hutchinson, 9 runs, 10 hits, and 1 error. That fastball in there for call strike at 92 miles an hour. That will take the count now to full at 3-2. 3 balls, 2 strikes. Runner on at third base with 2 down here in the top half of the 7th inning. And we have a rendition of Take Me Out to the Ball Game by Robert Black III coming up. That one misses outside for ball 4. So Divas will be on with a walk. That'll put runners on at the corners. Yet standing at third base is Cooper as he just stowed third base a pitch or so ago. And that will bring up the center fielder number 8, Leo Jemenian. Jemenian had 2 sacrifice bunts and then grounded out to the third base. First pitch there is called strike 1. 91-mile-an-hour fastball on the outside corner by Kingot. So Jemenian is 0 for 1 here in the ball game. The ball hit hard into center field. That should fall in for a base hit and score a run. Scoring from third base is Cooper. Moving over to second base is Divas. And Jemenian records his first hit of the game and an RBI. Now takes the score 9-3 in favor of the Hutchinson Monarchs. And the catcher Wolverton goes out to talk to Kingot. Might have got mixed up on the pitch there as he got that one up. And Jemenian was able to drive it into center field. Now up batting is number 29, designated hitter number 29, Corbin Truslow. As there is now runners on at first and second with 2 down here in the top half of the 7th. 9-3 the score in favor of Hutchinson. Here's the pitch by Kingot, misses outside for ball 1. Boy, the fans are being very local here tonight. Both for Hayes and for Hutchinson. If they think the pitch is close, it doesn't go their way, they let the umpire know about it. Swing and a miss there by Truslow, as that will even up the count now at 1 ball and 1 strike. Once again, we thank you all very much for tuning in here today. We hope you're enjoying it. Count goes 1 ball, 2 strikes now to Truslow. .22, correction. Or no, 1 ball, 2 strikes is the count. A I'm hearing numbers in my head for some reason over my shoulder. That one misses for ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes now to Truslow. Runners on at first and second with 2 down. As Ken got 2-2 pitch now coming up. Swing and a miss there by Truslow as he goes down for out number 3. So top half of the 7th inning for the Hayes Larks. They score 1 run on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 left on base. At the end of 6 1/2, it is the Monarchs 9 and the Larks 3. And here's Robert Black III to sing "Take Me Out to the Ball Game." All right, that was Robert Black III there singing "Take Me Out to the Ball Game," as he has done for a couple years now in the late games. We thank him very much for that tradition of "Take Me Out to the Ball Game." And we go to the bottom half of the 7th inning now. Due up for the Hutchinson Monarchs will be the catcher, number 12, Scott Wolverton. Satori on deck and Chadwick in the hole. And I believe Walsh, let's see, we got a new pitcher now for Hayes. Will be number 6 now coming in for the Hayes Larks. And that will be Trey Riggs, right-handed thrower from Hayes, Kansas. A 6 foot, 180 pounder, where he's a freshman out of Dodge City Community College. So Trey Riggs now on the mound. That is the 5th pitcher used by Hayes here in the ball game. Once again, the batter, the catcher, number 12, Scott Wolverton. Wolverton reached on an error his last time up. Also had a base hit in the 2nd inning and struck out in the 4th inning. First pitch there by Riggs, 84 miles an hour, misses for ball 1. Let's see what I got on Walsh. Walsh went 1 1/3 inning, gave up 3 hits, 1 run, 1 earned run, no base on balls, 1 strikeout as he faced 6 batters. Count is 1 ball, 1 strike now to Wolverton here in the bottom half of the 7th inning. 9-3 is the score. That one right across the knees at 83 miles an hour. So the count now goes to 1 ball and 2 strikes by Trey Riggs, who's now pitching for the Hayes Larks. That one lifted into right field. That's going to be over the right fielder's head. That's going to be in for extra bases, as Dreiling was not able to get to it. And now standing at second base is Scott Wolverton, as he records his 2nd hit of the ball game. That will bring up the center fielder, number 1, Luke Satori. Well hit ball there by Wolverton. Wolverton came in batting .276 for Hutchinson. We'll see whether Satori lays down a bunt here to move him over or not. May just have him hit away. There's a breaking ball. That ball gets right by the pitcher as now Carrillo Jr. is now catching. He threw that over the head of the pitcher Riggs, but no damage as Wolverton had to stay at second base. Count is 1 ball, no strikes. That one in there for call strike. That one an 84 mile an hour fastball. That will even up the count now at 1 ball and 1 strike. And here's Rick's pitch. Another fastball lifted into left field, but the shortstop Harrison backs up, makes the catch for out number 1. That will bring up the right fielder number 10, Clayton Chadwick. Chadwick with 2 home runs here tonight, 5 RBIs. Has to be the offensive star of the game so far here for the Hutchinson Monarchs. And now here's Riggs' pitch to Chadwick. And he lays down a bunt. Great bunt there by Chadwick, as not going to be able to get him, man. Chadwick records his 3rd hit of the ball game as that bunt was laid down right down the third base line. The third baseman Divis came charging in, but by the time he got that ball, he knew that there's no way he was going to get Chadwick at first base. Just hung on to the ball. Moving over to third base is Scott Wolverton, and that will bring up the third baseman, number 16, Anthony McKenzie. McKenzie is 1 for 4 here tonight. So Chadwick should be 3 for 4. 2 home runs, a single, 5 RBIs. There goes Chadwick to second base safely. Sigrez now adds a stolen base to his resume. Good hustle there by Clayton Chadwick. Runners now on at second and third with 1 down. That fastball misses low for ball 2. That was at 84 miles an hour. Ball hit to the shortstop. He only has 1 play at the first base, but not able to get it as he had to jump up in the air and try to put something behind that. Scoring from third base is Wolverton. And moving over to third base is Chadwick. So McKenzie is on with a base hit here in the bottom half of the 7th inning. Another run scores. Now takes the score to 10-3 in favor of Hutchinson. And that will bring up the second baseman, number 15, Jack Sigrez. Runners at the corners now, at first and third, with 1 down. Count is no balls, 1 strike now to Sigrez. It's now 11:20 p.m. Central Time here in Kansas. Here's the pitch. Ball lifted into center field. Great job there by the second baseman, Van Brucegan, as I thought that was going to fall in, and he hustled and was able to catch up to it and made the catch for out number 2. So fly out to the second baseman for the second out, even though that was almost in center field there. That will bring up the left fielder, number 19, Tanner White. And there goes McKenzie to second base, and there's going to be a throw into home. And he calls him safe as he was able to slide in underneath the tag as the tag was high. We're going to see what the call is here because that is the ball game. That's what that is. As a run was scored there, and that made it 11-3. 8-run rule there in the 7th inning. So that will be the ball game. I couldn't figure out what was going on there for a second because I saw the runner all of a sudden come in. But that is the ball game, and that means that the final score is 11-3 in favor of Hutchinson as they now move on to tomorrow's action. That does eliminate the Hays, Kansas Larks. They end up with a 2-2 record. So we'd like to thank Frank Leo and the Hays Larks for participating in the 86th National Baseball Congress World Series powered by Evergy. Also like to thank our sponsor, MedZone, is the official hand sanitizer of the 86 NBC World Series. MedZone proud to be the official live stream partner of the NBC World Series, powered by Evergy. Well, great playing here by the Hutchinson Monarchs here tonight. Has done the Hays Larks in. Our final numbers here for Hays was 3 runs on 6 hits, 1 error. And the final numbers for Hutchinson on a run rule in 7 innings was the Hutchinson Monarchs 11 runs on 13 hits and 1 error. We'll give you our lineups for tomorrow. Tomorrow's first game at 6 o'clock will be the 2 undefeated teams. The Santa Barbara, California Forsters, they are 2-0. And the Cheney, Kansas Diamond Dogs also coming in with a 2-0 record. Once again, the Cheney, Kansas Diamond Dogs are the runners-up in the 2019 NBC World Series as they got beat by the Seattle Studs. And then our second game at 8:30 will be the Hutchinson, Kansas Monarchs, and they will be facing the Houston, Texas Express. That game at 8:30. Todd Hook will be having the call for both those games here tomorrow night. I will be on the PA side announcing PA for the 26th year. So that will be my job for tomorrow and on Sunday. Then I'll be back here for the call for the championship game on Monday night. So we want to thank you all very much for coming out, and we hope you enjoyed it. I'm talking about coming out to YouTube and joining us here tonight. We hope you enjoyed the telecast and the ball game, and we hope that your team won. Once again, the final score was the Hutchinson Monarchs 11 and the Hays Larks 3. We'll see you tomorrow night. Once again, I'll be on the PA side tomorrow night. We'll see you for the championship game back here on YouTube on Monday night. This is Frank Martinez wishing you a good evening, and we'll see you tomorrow night. Good night.